start off, we would like to firstly welcome everyone to this special production of The Nucleus, put on by Cell Plays. The Nucleus is an informative play about the nucleus, the control center of the cell, how it functions, and what it does.
Living inside of a cell really stinks. I mean, being able to boss everyone around and all is cool and all, but nothing interesting ever happens in here. The cell membrane always lets in the same boring things, and it keeps out everything else.
The nucleus controls pretty much everything that goes on inside the cell, which is why eukaryotes are so much more complex than prokaryotes. What are eukaryotes? They are complex cells containing a nucleus and membrane-bound organelles. Prokaryotes, on the other hand, don't have membrane-bound organelles or nuclei.
Making ribosomal RNA is so boring, and assembling it is even more frustrating.
Get to work!
But why? Don't you have enough RNA already?
No, I can never have enough.
You see, the command center of the cell is also the housing for all of the cell's genetic information. This includes the DNA, which is later transcribed into RNA. While DNA is the polymer of nucleotides that contains information determining the characteristics of an organism and directs the cell's activities, the RNA
What does RNA stand for anyway?
Ribonucleic acid.
What's it for?
How do you not know this? It's used for regulating gene expression, and it also assists in copying genes. It's essential for the production of all proteins.
Oh, one more question.
Be quiet and get to work. Gosh, being king can really be frustrating.
Fine, I'll make your stupid old RNA. And what do I get in return?
Nothing. I'm your boss. Just do as I say so.
Now let me explain how this process works very simply. A strand of DNA generates 3 different types of RNA in a process called transcription. This RNA synthesis creates different RNA, which follows another procedure called translation. This creates the proteins that are used by the cell. Now that's a very simple explanation, but if you want to learn more about that, I suggest you go to Wikipedia.
Hey, just think. All the organelles would be nothing without us. Well, me especially.
But if they didn't exist, I wouldn't be transcripting your boring DNA into RNA.
Oh, what's so hard about that? You're doing it for the better good of us all. I mean, think. Without us, especially me, the cell couldn't multiply, function, or even have the proteins to be strong and productive.
Actually, the nucleolus is more essential for the cell's survival, for it is concentrated with DNA, hence its dark color.
My goodness, tidy up my nucleoplasm. My nuclear envelope is bulging and its pores are leaking. The RNA can barely pass through.
The nucleoplasm is the nucleus's equivalent to the cell's cytoplasm. It's a jelly-like substance in which the contents of the nucleus are suspended.
You know I don't have any control over that nucleus. It's all those messy chromatins' fault. Do you ever think that there will be any RNA created with your lousy whining? My goodness.
Yes, there will be, because I will make you.
Shut up.
No, you shut up.
No, you.
You're so
No,
annoying.
you.
You're a terrible worker.
Talk to my hand.
Nucleus and nucleolus are bickering. I'd like to add a few additional notes about DNA. Normally, DNA isn't very organized. While the majority of it is concentrated in the nucleolus area during the creation of our ribosomal RNA, at least in a eukaryotic cell, DNA... Can you guys stop laughing? Like, I don't really make a lot of money. Okay. DNA still floats around in a messy, long-stranded, and thin form called chromatin. While the cell isn't dividing, DNA is in this form. However, when the cell begins to divide, the DNA condenses with proteins to create chromosomes, which are much more organized.
Are you done yet?
Who?
No, can't you see this is a delicate process? Uh-oh.
Oh, what is it now?
Intruder alert! Intruder alert! I feel a virus coming!
Quick, don't just stand there. Close out the door.
It's too late!
No, it got in. It's taking control of me.